Hi there and welcome to Dinos World once again, guys. First of all, a big thank you to all my viewers for helping me achieve a huge milestone. I've just crossed 1 million hits on my YouTube channel. Thank you for all your love and support, and that is what keeps me going. I'll try my best to better my services in the days to come. Now let's talk about the bike in focus, the Pulsar 200 AS, wherein AS stands for Adventure Sports. I'll be talking about what adventure sports means in a moment. First of all, Bajaj is a company that all bikers here in India stand indebted to forever. Why? Because they've always tried to think ahead of time. They've always tried to go that extra mile in trying to bring in and introduce different types of motorcycling cultures prevalent around the world here to India. And they've also tried to make their offerings quite affordable for the common man, which is extremely good. Now, first of all, they gave us the affordable sports motorcycles in the form of the Pulsar brand, which is now a phenom. Then they introduced performance motorcycling by bringing in KTM and also gave us a proper street fighter built on the same platform, the 200NS. And a few days back, we saw the Pulsar brand introducing the super sport culture to the masses by unveiling the 200RS. Now they are all set to introduce the adventure sport culture to the masses. Now, what does this adventure sport culture mean? An adventure sport or dual sport motorcycle is a street legal motorcycle that is designed for both on and off-road purposes. Now, these dual sport bikes are classified into three groups: lightweight, middleweight, and heavyweight. The lightweight motorcycles are primarily motocross motorcycles that are used for off-roading. The middleweight category is where this bike, the 200 AS, might fit into. The heavyweight category bikes are used basically for touring really long distances for interstate travels, etc., where they would be encountering different types of terrains. Now, these adventure sport bikes usually come with comfortable riding position and dual sport tires, longer suspension travel, higher ground clearance, etc., so that they can take on any type of terrain with consummate ease. Now, the Pulsar 200 AS would be a perfect option here in India because of the horrible broken roads and craters that we find every so often, even on the main roads, and will also come in handy to tackle the mud roads or dirt road stretches that are found on the city outskirts. Now, let's see what's new with the AS and what differentiates it from its street fighter sibling, the 200NS. First of all, the most visually apparent thing is the fairing, which looks absolutely fantastic and typically follows the signature adventure sports category styling with a projector headlamp to offer superb visibility if you're touring at night. You have a long windshield to shield you from any wind blast. You have striking looking split pilot lamps on top of the headlamp rather than under the headlamp like in the case of NS. You have a really powerful looking headlamp housing that makes us feel as if the 200NS has put on the Hulkbuster armor. Also, the way the fairing integrates with the petrol tank is absolutely flawless, and it is clearly apparent that Bajaj is now really getting the hang of it when it comes to designing really enticing looking motorcycles on the world stage. Specs wise, the differences are as follows. The AS is longer by 53 millimeters when compared to the NS. It is also taller by 30 mm. Ground clearance is 2 millimeters lesser than that of the NS at 167 mm. Wheelbase, however, remains the same at 1363 mm for both the bikes. Weight wise, the AS is 8 kgs heavier than the NS, weighing in at 153 kgs. Fuel tank capacity is 12 liters. Suspension is same for both the bikes. You get telescopic front forks and you get a nitrox mono suspension at the rear. Brakes remain the same for both the AS and the NS. You get pedal discs with floating calipers up front and at the rear. You get a 280 mm front disc and a 230 mm rear disc with no ABS option. And the seats are nice and well cushioned, offering you a nice comfortable ride, and even the tank pad comes in really handy. Talking about the instrument cluster, you get an analog tachometer, a digital speedo with 2 trip meters, odometer, a side stand indicator, service reminder, and a clock. You also get a digital fuel gauge. You get a low battery and low fuel indicator, and the switchgear is of good quality. The Pulsar is the only bike that comes with backlit switches, and it looks really great at night. You do get all the standard switches like the engine kill switch and the high beam flasher. Now, talking about the tires, you get tubeless tires from Eurogrip, and you get 17-inch 10-spoke alloy wheels like that of the NS, and you get the same 130/70 fat rear tire. Engine specifications are the same as that of the NS. You get a 4-stroke, 4-valve liquid-cooled single-cylinder 199.5cc engine. Now, let's take a listen to the exhaust note first. We don't get that short stubby race exhaust that we saw on the RS here. You get the same underbelly exhaust that is found on the 200NS. Now this 199.5cc engine comes powered by Bajaj's triple spark technology, which puts out a maximum power of 23.5 PS at 9500 rpm and 18.3 newton meters of torque at 8000 rpm. The power, the torque figures and the rev limiters remain unchanged when compared to the NS. Talking about the test ride experience, the bike felt nice and sturdy with a comfortable upright seating posture and a nice and wide handlebars. The fairing now helps with the stability at higher speeds. Gear shifts are smooth and you have 6-speed gears to play with, just like the NS, which will really help when you hit the highways. Suspension is adequate enough for city rides and city commutes, and it handles any kind of bumps pretty easily. The clutch did not feel all that heavy or hard either. The throttle response is good, and the power delivery is nice and smooth and linear. With the added weight, it feels more poised and sure-footed while moving around when compared to the ferocious nature of its Street Fighter sibling. Braking is spot on, but I just hope they add in a dual-channel ABS to this lineup, at least as an option in the days to come. There is no mileage claim from Bajaj, but I guess you can expect around 40 kmpl plus or minus kmpl depending upon your riding style. Colors available are red, blue and black, and ex-showroom price Hyderabad is 93,288. So that's about it for now. I just hope you found this video useful. You can find lots of other useful videos on my channel, like reviews on cars, bikes, scooters, mobile phones, gadgets, etc. So stay tuned for all the action as it unfolds right here at Dinos Vault. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao, take care and God bless.